Welcome to the Nerdiverse. Go ahead, sit and listen to the masters, the old heads, talk about what you love the most. Video games, comics, movies, and everything you need to maintain. We got the knowledge that's straight out the ether. Gonna need a drink and have to take a seat to expand your mind and listen to the speaker. Mike and the squad's gonna give you what you need. Please send in the question, come and get some answers, learn a couple lessons from the masters with the special guests. We got the Green Lanterns glowing on their chest. Yes, please sit back and relax, cause we gonna hit you with them stone cold facts. And allow me to be the very first to welcome you to the masters of the Nerdiverse. Welcome to the Masters of the Nerdiverse podcast, where we always have such sights to show you. This bicentennial of a podcast can be found on iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, SoundCloud, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Google Play, and Spotify. I'm, of course, your host, Mike G, and I'm here to welcome, as always, my $100 man, my 100 hot dog swallowing super host, Winter Trash Monk the Thizzard.
Thank you.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. What?
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, that's right. It's Trash Monk the Third. Trash Monk. Aye. I'm coming to you from the Trash Bunker, right off of work. A long day. First day of school for folks here in the county.
Is everyone wearing their nice crispy jeans and their brand new shirts that they laid out the night before?
Someone that I hold dear, Manuel. His name is Manuel or Emmanuel, but I mispronounced it first, so now everyone calls him Manuel.
Nice.
And yeah, he got a new dress shirt, new pants, and he's teaching people. He watches gentleman YouTube videos about how to tie a bow tie, and he tried to show someone how to do a straight lace on a shoe, and they're gonna keep that. And I was like, this is cool.
Yeah, man. He's leveling up. He's trying to level up himself, man. Nothing wrong with that.
Yep. He's a freshman.
Yeah, man. Winter, were you that guy? Because I know I was that guy. Whereas right before the night of the first day of school, you would lay out your clothes on your bed. You would lay out your shirt, your jeans, and your shoes.
I do that every night.
Oh, geez. Didn't break, dude.
Nope.
All right.
I have, in my mind, a vision of what I'm going to wear the next day. And it's almost always button-up shirt, maybe a Charlie Sheen button-up shirt, always shorts, avoid pants if needed.
Avoid them.
Yeah. And it's always Dickies cargo shorts.
Nothing wrong with man. I had a Dickie phase, dude. Where I wore Dickie suits all the time, dude. Yeah. All the time. Sweet Susie.
Yeah.
Man, I lived with Dickies, the Dickie shirt. The colors were black, dark gray, and tan. Yeah.
Yeah. And here's your dumb mountain youth story for the week. There's some kids who like to wear red shoes.
Yeah.
There's a whole group of them that like to wear, they like the color red. And one of them was wearing a red shirt and red pants. And then they had an altercation with a youth who just moved into the area, thinking that he was repping for the Bloods.
Well, yeah.
But then he's like, the mountain kid's like, you're an idiot. There's no gangs up here. And then he goes, well, I'm going to call my cousin, and he's going to verify if you're a Crip or whatever.
Okay.
And I'm like, this is the dumbest. I don't want to hear any more of this stupid story because I'm getting dumber by the minute.
So all gangs have an internal affairs where they call it the fixer.
Mortimer Johnson.
He's about yay high, has a shortcut.
Oh, you mean he was 14? He must have been a member of our gang.
Must have been a member of the Bloods.
Yeah, he must have been a high-ranking member.
Yeah, man.
At 14.
He was a street general, man, at 14. Oh yeah. He's a gang-banging war criminal. He tried to escape the life. But he just can't let the
you know where he is? We gotta take him out.
Take him out. There's a bounty on his head.
Yeah, we gotta keep them separated. Okay.
I like that. Because he's just too fly for a whoop, 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 whoop.
But how's your week been?
My week has been crazy.
Yeah.
As you guys would have heard, we actually did a very special MOTN reviews of Between the Darkness, a fun little movie that was gifted to us from the heavens above by Dark Coast Pictures. So it's had tons of fun connecting with them and working with their PR people and just having our first big pseudo-sponsored review. So
I want more of those opportunities, folks.
Yes. So I left things in very good, capable hands with them. We mostly do sci-fi and horror. They do have some other films that they offered for us to review, but they really weren't up the MOTN alley. So I said, your next sci-fi, your next horror, we're more than happy to say, you know what, you got it. We're going to be putting out something soon. We'll let you know. So we left good things in good business hands.
Holla, holla, holla.
Holla, 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 holla. Other than that, just been a good, very high risk, high reward week for Mike G. I was playing poker with John Malkovich, and he said,
"No, shut up. This is not a real story." And I
had a royal flush, and he had a full house, and he put it down, and I couldn't show my poker face, so I put down my royal flush. He was like, "Pay this man his money," and then I got paid.
That's your John Malkovich?
That's my Rounders John Malkovich.
Yeah. Pay this man his money.
Now you gotta add more to it. You gotta pay this man his money. Watch the movie again. He says it just like that.
So did you actually play poker with John Malkovich?
I'm gonna leave that to the listeners to decide.
Because I'll save it. Never mind.
There you go. That's pretty much my week. Did you do anything else with your week, man?
We recorded the review.
Yeah.
We recorded the D&D sesh,
which was fun.
Bonkers.
Let's listen to that. That's Austin Aussie, Twitch TV / Austin Aussie every other Sunday. Check it out.
And I spent some time, it's been on the back of my mind, the story idea I have for an audio drama. Yeah. It's going to be 30 minutes long, and I don't quite know where it is. I do very little outlining, if any, and I just let the story take me where it goes.
Yeah, it's called Tiggins and the Pig, and it's about this time-traveling gumshoe and his hyper-intelligent bovine. It's a cow named Pig, and they travel through time solving mysteries.
The basic premise is it is a bluegrass jamboree jam festival that happens every year, and it's the same people who show up, and then they have some visitors who this is their first time coming, and then they find out that the bluegrass convention is a mystery cult that's trying to summon a demon.
Yeah, it's like a folky version of From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
I like it. I dig it. You know what this is?
I had to pick. I was going to pick a different music, but they're like, well, bluegrass, there's probably a lot of public free domain stuff.
You can use 100%. Yeah. Hey, winner, you know what this is? Do you know what this is?
What?
This is our 100th episode.
What?
100 angels as they poke you in the tummy.
100,600 minutes. How do you measure a show about sadness?
Our show is about sadness. It's about internet sadness.
Yeah.
And violent memes. Memes that make you so laugh. That make you so laugh that it hurts so bad.
I will show you memes that you can't even imagine.
Oh, no tears, please.
Such a waste of good memery.
Such a waste of good memes. Yeah. We are masters of the Nerdiverse, guys.
What does the Cinnabite say?
The Cinnabuns, dude. That's a callback. I'm still telling Cinnabun, get on my level. Put out the Cinnabites.
Well, so you need to like tag them to this post when we on Twitter.
I've tagged them every single time we brought up Cinnabites. They never respond. They're not with the marketing.
I have the good track record of having famous people respond to me.
So instance, you have to do it, Winner. You have to be our vanguard.
For instance, I had a real big fish like a post.
There you go. I'm sure Real Big Fish can get a hold of Cinnabon and make it happen and give us part of the proceeds.
Hey, man, but we don't want to sell out. Buy our album.
Buy our album. Buy it on Amazon.
Yeah.
100 episodes, man. 100 hours plus.
Where has the time gone?
Where has the time gone?
Introducing Bette Midler singing a duet
with Mike G in Tragic Like the Desert.
Yeah. So it'd be a triad.
It'd be a triad. It'd be a menage a trois.
No.
What?
No.
No?
It would not be a menage a trois.
Speaking of unwanted unions, let's talk about this poll. Poll. 100th episode. You
gotta vote.
You gotta vote to be cool.
Complain about the system. You gotta vote.
You can't not be cool if you don't vote.
No.
Gotta vote equals cool, guys. Do it.
A not vote is a vote, folks.
A not vote is a vote in the opposite direction. You understand? Do you see? So I put it to the Nerdiverse because with the 100th episode, I feel like we should mix things up on the Nerdiverse. We should get real. Mm-hmm. No, I'm just kidding. We're awesome the way we are, but we do like to mix things up. So I left it to a poll on what we should do after from the 100th episode, and the options were bring back question and answer, which made the episodes longer, which was the only reason we had to cut them. Descend into madness, which is probably something we're going to do anyway, but a more emphasis on it. Also to add a new segment. What segment? I don't know. We will figure something out. Or to remix the intro. And the way that fell through, or the way that came out, is that Bring Back QA had about 70% of the votes. Descent into Madness had 33% of the votes. It almost won. That would have been awesome. Add a new segment had 8% of the votes. And Remix the Intro had 42% of the votes. So I guess we're remixing the intro. And like someone said,
to the Nerdiverse. Gonna take my nerd, put it in a verse. I'm gonna master till I master no more.
So
I got a master in the front, a nerdy
in the back. It's horrible. So
I think we got a remix already.
We just did it. I just need to isolate this part, play it in the front.
Yeah.
But they were saying like any anime in a new season, you have to add a new intro, outro. So it won't be this episode because this is the 0 episode. So it'll be 101 is where the new intro will come in. I have no idea what it's going to be. I have to kind of let muses take that.
The Old Town Nerd.
Old Town Nerd. What, you want to get sued? Nah, Lil Nas X and his goons to show up to my house.
Remixes. He's fine with it.
Not unless he's getting paid.
No. The Yodel Boy didn't pay for it. His remix.
Where are the Yodel Boys now?
He's still. You think he's got thugs?
They're in Tartarus, man. He banished the Yodel Boys to Tartarus, bro.
I don't even know what that is. I'm not going to dignify it with a response.
You know what? I respect that, and I will honor your retort.
Yeah, I see. We honor each other, and we listen to each other when we hate segments and stuff.
Yes.
But before we move on, it is now for the Hollywood Minute with Mike G. Mike G.
I've already did it.
Have you met any famous people? this week.
I just told you about me playing poker with John Malkovich, dog.
Yeah. Have you met any other famous people? Because I don't believe that story, but all right.
So you'll believe this one?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I was getting a manicure and I ran into Eva Longoria, dog.
I don't believe that.
And once a year I get a mani-pedi, dog, because, you know.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do, man. That's how LAans, Los Angelinos do it.
What's the name of the shop?
The name of the shop is Sweet Nails.
Sweet Nails?
Sweet. SEEET. It's off Florence. I can't say anymore in fear of doxing myself. But I was there and I was getting my nails did. And Eva Longoria walked in with her.
Did you say sweetly?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to give you any more information because I don't want you to dox me on this channel.
No, I'm making sure you're telling the truth that this is a bona fide spot.
Sweet Nails.
There's Sugar Nail.
Where at?
There's J Cute Nails over on Collywood Boulevard, Colorado Boulevard.
And this is why you're fact checking on this live episode to try to see through my deceits.
Yeah, because you don't have a cool enough life in Los Angeles.
Why is this a segment?
To shame you. It's a multi-fact. One, it makes me laugh how uncomfortable it is. Two, this is what everyone thinks LA people do every day.
You act like you're from like Paraguay, and this is your like light years away.
Tell me about your country.
Tell me about your country.
No. It's funny on so many levels. It's making fun of how people ask LA people this a lot. Like, did you meet Leonardo DiCaprio yet?
Yeah, I live down the street from Ice Cube.
Yeah. And yeah,
me that she came in looking like new money. I didn't say nothing because I played it cool.
Yes,
so cool. I was cooler than being cool, and everybody knows that's ice cold. Oh yeah.
Wait, is this in James M. Wood Boulevard?
I'm not telling you the address, man.
Is this in Koreatown?
Maybe.
Are you actually? You don't want to go to Koreatown.
What's wrong with Koreatown?
Ladies of the night.
As long as you're not out during the night, you're fine.
How can you tell the difference? Oh, these are nail salon. For some reason my brain went to massage parlor.
Yeah, man. Like, no. You in, you out, dude. Literally.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, this has been another Hollywood Minute with Mike G.
Right.
Tune in next week where we talk about his run-in with Michelle Pfeiffer.
And then when Winter puts me on the polygon to make sure that I actually met the people I'm talking about. I have to find in the future. I have to find an equally awkward segment for Winter to chew on.
Yeah, I'd like to see you try. You might actually find it very accurate.
Yeah, multiple avenues of torture, but nah, I don't think like that. My brain isn't wired that way. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, me either. Okay.
Porque. Gotta roll your tongue when you say it, Brie. Gotta hit that. Hopefully that picked up on the mic. So before we go into the news, we got to talk about Twitter for a second.
Let's talk about Twitter. Let's talk about Facebook. Let's talk about MySpace and oh my.
I like that.
Yeah. You gotta have like music for these sections.
I know. We need a technical wizard. Yeah. We need a technomancer to add musical stingers to our episodes, or not.
We need our Brian Redband, who is a podcaster dude who has his own like show now where he does soundboard stuff.
Oh, soundboards! Soundboards are the Chernobyl nuclear explosions of podcasts.
No, they're not.
They destroy
in a good way.
In a good way. Hashtag chicken sandwich Twitter, dog. What you know about it?
Who has the best chicken sandwich?
Yep. It got pretty bloody, dude. It got rough. Hashtag chicken sandwich Twitter, dog. What mainstream restaurant has the best chicken sandwich?
Rayleigh's?
What is Rayleigh's, dog?
A grocery store.
That is disqualified from this conversation, dog.
Okay.
The options are Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, or Bojangles. One of those three got supremely blown up, and Black Twitter just ripped them apart for like a day.
Chick-fil-A?
No, but Chick-fil-A was fine. They held their own in this war of attrition.
Then Wendy's.
No, Wendy's was pretty brutal, man. They were throwing blows.
They can't. Then Bojangles.
Bojangles got destroyed, dude.
I never even been to a Bojangles.
Me neither. They're not a West Coast thing, apparently.
They're like Church's chicken. They're just.
Yeah. Apparently, Bojangles is like, y'all, both of y'all nasty compared to our chicken sandwich. And they posted this post of this generic as like dry chicken biscuit with nothing on it, dude. It just looked like the grossest thing ever. Yeah. And Black Twitter just took that and ran, dude. They were clowning for like a good 12 hours. It got ugly, man.
So good chicken sandwich requires like, you think like a fried chick fillet?
Yeah, like a chick fillet, right? A tasty bun of some sort, even a biscuit, but maybe a pickle. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine if Kenny Rogers Chicken Restaurant was still around, or like Boston Chicken. Like we took a rotisserie chicken and made a chicken sandwich out of it. And it's just the grease. It's just
the gristle, dude.
Yeah,
it's the gristle between like
you're gonna
sourdough.
like the way you eat it. I
guarantee it. Gross.
You gotta know when to hold them. Know when to fold them.
As you just die on gristle, dude.
Yeah.
It's months worth of gristle meat.
My condition was in.
Oh, the deep dark soul, and then I swallowed it in.
Oh, music nerd, you.
Hey, man, somebody out there gets that.
Yep.
You know what?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We gotta get the reverb. Dum, 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 dum. News. 100 episode news.
Check out the news. Yeah. Check out the news. Yeah. Check the news in my car. Yeah. Check my news while I'm driving. Yeah. Check my news when I'm in a crash. Yeah. Check my news.
And you jacked up the beat, though. But it's still beautiful, though.
At my wedding. Yeah.
That's how you do it.
The bride's really upset. Yeah.
We're stepping on the preacher. Yeah. He's getting kind of mad. Yeah. Is that a velociraptor? Yeah.
Here's my honey go. He checks his news every day.
First of all, I'm just putting it out there into the ether that whenever I get married to Mrs. Nerdiverse, yes, there would be an animatronic raptor in the seat, wearing a little top hat and monocle, excited from our social union, dude.
Why does this wedding cost $200,000? Oh.
Some idiot had to hire. Right during the sermon, all you hear is a velociraptor going nuts in the back. Some idiot had to hire Industrial Lights and Magic to get a velociraptor into his.
No, it's not real, right?
Nah.
How do you know you're real?
How do you know you're real stupid? Go tell the raptor back there he's not real. See what happens. Stan Winston's like cousin is back there working it. I better get paid. Why
is the preacher a puppet from the Dark Crystal?
This is how we roll in the
essence.
This is how we roll in Nerdiverse house. The flower boy is just Schmeagol. He's just the golem. He has to take the ring away.
It's the guy playing Schmeagol. And it's just him in the suit with a bunch of bulbs around.
Yeah, a bunch of bulbs and dots on his face.
Yeah.
This is going to be sick when we post it up.
Keeps hissing at me.
The bride has to wear like mocap dots in her face.
Yes. Well, I wish no woman to be cursed in that situation.
It'll be fun. She'll have a good time. 100%.
If she has a good time, then you're perfect for each other.
See, yep. And we're gonna deep fake like Marlon Brando's face on both of our faces for the wedding video.
I could have been a contender.
I could have been a bridesmaid, not the bride. So,
what are you rebelling against? What you got?
What you got? It just takes
also hire the small person in my movies.
That's what is the correct nomenclature? Is it little person?
I call all people small people.
Yeah, because you're super tall.
Small people got no reason to live.
All right, we got to get to Gamescom, bro.
Okay.
Gamescom happened like yesterday. It just happened, dude. And so some mediocre news came out that we have to talk about.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of news. So, want to do a lightning round?
I thought you'd never ask.
Let's do some lightning round.
Friend.
For our 100th episode, you should know the rules by now, but if this is your first time listening, welcome to the Nerdiverse.
Lightning round.
Thor is in the background going nuts. We'll talk about more about that later.
For you.
Oh, yeah. Just thank you for giving me more work later.
Yeah.
So the lightning round. So this is a yay or nay round where I mention a news article, and Winter gets to go yay or nay. Yay, we talk about it for a second. Nay, we just move right on. I get one veto, though, if I feel like using it.
Yes.
Ready for it?
Have you ever used your veto yet?
Like once. You veto something just out of spite, and I had to.
Yep.
What was that? Bruce Springsteen in the back, my man?
No, that was me trying to get a soundboard ready, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Beautiful. Good. Let's run through these, shall we?
Uh-huh.
Starting now. Darksiders Genesis gameplay trailer. I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it either. I've never played Darksiders.
So I think that's a big fat nay.
Yeah, nobody got time for Darksiders.
Nobody got no time for Darksiders. This is cool news. Dead by Daylight is getting the Demogorgon as a playable monster.
For all 5 people that play Dead by Daylight.
I'm sorry. It's a small...
Parkour the Gorgon! Parkour the Gorgon!
Activate that engine. Haven't you activated the engine? You know what's crazy is that Dead by Daylight looks like a fun game. I just have no time for it.
Oh, wait. I got my games mixed up.
Thinking about...
What's the zombie game?
There's a ton of zombie games
that you parkour around them.
What's it called? They're making a sequel soon.
Dying Light. Yeah. I actually have Dead by Daylight.
My goodness, Winter. I need you to play more Dead by Daylight.
Nah.
You get to play as like Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger and the pig and Jigsaw, dude. And
all my time for nerdiness is wrapped up in watching Star Trek on Discovery now, playing League of Legends, and reading books, trying to be a better me. Why don't you not want to make me a better me, Mike?
Surge 2 got gameplay trailer. Yeah, you're nay.
Oh,
I didn't watch it.
One.
Moving on. This is fun news. Ori and the Blind Forest is coming to the Switch. I'm happy with that. Another reason to buy. Hopefully, it's not full price.
Did you ever talk about the Switch, the different editions coming out?
No, I think we did. The Switch Lite. And we said, like, we had this big... Oh, yeah, that's when I was super mad because I was, like, removing the TV.
Oh, that's right.
Light, stops it from being Switch.
Foolish. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big fight. I was big mad. They put a cape on me, and I was super mad. Square Enix cancels game tournaments in wake of death threats. Yeah.
Oh, yikes.
A big yikes. And a big skip, I think.
Yeah.
Not much to say about that. Sony acquires Insomniac Studios. Not their biggest move of this week, but a move nonetheless.
I didn't look this up, but did they develop Medieval?
I don't want to be wrong on that. I don't know. I think so. They did develop Spider-Man for the PS4. And they did develop that one game on the Xbox. What was it called? Sunset Overdrive?
Yeah. None of those. Yeah.
Spider-Man was one of my games of the year last year, so I'm super excited for that. Okay. So in the comics, there was the finally decided Hulk versus Thing. What hero is stronger? And if you want to nay it, it's fine, but I have a lot to say about it.
Just tell me who's stronger so I can move on.
The Hulk's stronger, but the Thing beat him in one fight. Moving on.
Wow, that is such like if Vin Diesel was writing the script and he was the Hulk.
So the Hulk and Thing have been fighting in comics forever. I'm not going to be on this for long. And the Hulk always won because the Hulk's power is infinite. No matter he gets, the stronger he gets, right? And the Thing the Thing is very strong, very, very strong. But he's not infinite strength, so it's like you're always going to lose. But in this particular circumstance, in this new comic, the Thing was able to beat the Hulk. So Thing's not stronger than the Hulk. He just got him this one good time. Nothing against the Thing. I love me some Fantastic Four, but come on, people. Let's stop with the sensationalist news articles. Speaking of sensationalist news articles, Spider-Man is out of the MCU. Sony can't reach deal with Marvel/Disney.
Spider-Man, no!
So the internet is literally imploding onto itself over this news right now, because this is breaking news today, that negotiations to keep Peter Parker...
Negotiations were short.
No, they were short. So here's the deal. Yes, there are negotiations open for Spider-Man to stay in the MCU proper. This was bound to happen because after Far From Home, that's when the contract ended for Spider-Man, Peter Parker, and they were going to be back in the negotiation table. Negotiations have stalled over reported producer creds and things like that. So they're fighting over producer creds right now.
Wasn't Disney wanting 50% of... Okay.
And Disney wants 50% of the proceeds of whatever.
They get 100% of the merchandise or whatever?
Something like that. They get 100% of the merchandise no matter what because Sony only owns the movie.
Disney.
Smoking a big fat cigar.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much negotiations aren't over. It's just that someone got the news article and said Spider-Man's out the MCU, and that was enough for comic book Twitter and for nerd Twitter to just lose their collective minds and run with it. It's such a hot mess right now.
Or it is the stroke of cunning genius from Sony. Think about it. MCU has brought like Spider-Man into like, oh, made some pretty good movies. And Sony's going, all that work you did, now it's mine, baby.
Pretty much that's what people are thinking is happening. But I put it like this, like I'm not worried about it because if Disney really wanted Spider-Man, he would be in there, right? If Disney really wanted Spider-Man...
Sony executive found dead in a river.
Got erased from history. He got put in a death note, dude. Yeah. You know what I mean?
With the Mickey Mouse ears attached to his
face. with glass shoved into his eyelids.
Negotiations have reopened.
Negotiations resumed. And people forget that there was tons of off and on when these deals were first put into play. There was tons of off and on, stop and start. When Sony was just starting to talk to Marvel to bring Spider-Man in the MCU in the first place. So this is nothing out of the norm, and people just need to relax. If Spider-Man's on pause for the next phase and comes back in phase 5, then who cares? Yeah. Let him chill for a phase. Let him do some stuff in Sony, and once that fails, they'll go back to Marvel. Because it will, because Sony has no idea what they're doing with their movie division. It's totally fine, guys. You got to listen to, what is it, Natalie Imbruglia? Just breathe.
I'll spread my wings and I'll learn how to fly. That's Kelly Clarkson.
That's Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson! So there's a director attached to the Resident Evil reboot, Johannes Roberts. He says it's going to be closer to the video games.
It's going to be closer.
Unless he wants to put his wife in all of 7 movies. I believe him.
Who's his wife?
Nobody but his wife. It's not Milla Jovovich who has to be in every single movie.
Julia Roberts?
Julia Roberts as Jill Valentine. Why not?
Yeah.
Our Claire Redfield.
He's Jesse, a zombie goes, and then snap, and she goes,
she does that laugh.
Yeah.
Then the zombies leave.
Yeah.
Bro, did you watch this trailer?
By the way, let me see if this is a good lyric that I'm still trying to work on the wording of, but it's something like, I got hair like Lyle Lovett, but he married Julia Roberts, so I guess that's okay.
That's probably the worst lyric I've ever heard in my life.
I'm trying to work it out.
I don't even understand the subject matter. I don't. What?
It's stuck in my head. It's stuck in my head, like working out. Like Lyle Lovett, I got hair like Lyle Lovett. I shave it off every month, but he was able to date Julia Roberts.
You see how nothing's rhyming though. It's not. But
I'll add the rhyming later. It's the idea building that I'm working on right now.
Okay.
Shut up.
You come back to me when it's worked out. You know, I need you to put that needs to go back to formula, my man.
Shut up. Okay, I'm sorry I even brought it up.
None of the lyrics rhymed. I'm sorry.
You need lyrics to rhyme? Okay. Tell Bob Dylan that.
Bob Dylan doesn't count. He made a pact with the devil. Bob Dylan went to the crossroads. He made a pact.
Down to the crossroad.
It's the same devil that what's his name? Chuck Berry. It's the same demon that Chuck Berry.
I'm automobile. A seat belt wouldn't budge. Okay, you're just gonna keep me going.
That's why I'm trying to move on to the Underwater trailer. That looks super awesome.
Okay. I read this as Underworld, so this is pretty interesting.
Oh. Man, Underworld was good until it wasn't it?
Yeah, but imagine if this was Underworld, only it's underwater, so it'd be Underworld 6 Underwater. Underworld
6 Underwater.
Yeah. This is the mind of winter, folks, and I'm single.
Winter is single, ladies. This looks a lot like Leviathan and Abyss and Alien, and I'm all for it, dude. I'm feeling it. It has Kristen Stewart. She is back. Okay.
Kristen Stewart.
And it has TJ Miller for some reason. I thought the guy was black.
Yeah!
He was banished from the land.
Yeah!
Who was that? Is that Sam Kinison?
That's TJ Miller.
Oh, okay. That sounded like some Sam Kinison.
Yogi Bear 3D. Yeah, I was in it.
I was in Deadpool, even though they didn't want me there. They didn't want me there, but I refused to leave.
I called it a fake bomb threat. Yeah.
I was in county jail for 3 days. Yeah. This news is off the rails.
I like TJ Miller a lot, actually.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's just a little wild. Dude.
The accusations were false. Move on.
You got to tame him down. So Kevin Smith is bringing back He-Man. Masters of the Universe. Masters of the Nerdiverse is getting a sequel. What?
But Kevin Smith, huh?
I know. That's the rough part. I love Kevin Smith to death, but the man does not know how to finish things.
Yeah.
It's just going to get finished.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like a direct sequel from the 80s stuff, so I don't even know what that means. Did cartoons back in the day have series finales, or did they just end?
I think they just ended. We sold enough toys to these dumb kids. Let's finish the show.
Yeah, well, no one's buying the toys anymore. What episode are we on? Like 234. All right, end it. 235. That's a good round number.
We sold enough units.
On to the next show. What is it called? Silverhawks? Oh, that'll kill it.
Thundercat.
Oh. So Kevin Smith's he's the most hit or miss director ever, you know.
Like Red State with a golden dream.
It was a dream long ago, but he also did write Daredevil, Target, which never finished. Never giving that up. And of course, Yoga Hosers, which I will never let go. And
but then the one where Walrus, where he's a walrus.
Tusk. Oh, Tusk is horrifying. And not in a good way. Oh, Tusk is a pain in the butt. All right. We're ending this podcast with one more news bit, and I'm choosing between the two. We're going to talk about Krypton getting canceled.
Yeah.
Sci-Fi Channel. The little show that could. A Superman show without Superman.
Poor sci-fi.
Poor sci-fi. They don't know what to do with their licenses.
Yeah.
Oh well. I heard it, but the crazy thing is I've heard nothing but good things about Krypton. So weird.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
You're connected to the biz. You talk to people, and
I'll find out.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. So how you feeling?
Is there any sci-fi show that you're like interested in right now?
Not really, man.
I like the show Happy, to be honest with you.
I heard Happy was super good.
Yeah.
I tried.
Like Christopher Maloney.
Christopher Maloney is a baller. I liked him since Oz. So I like Christopher Maloney. Even when he was on. Yeah, I'm always keep my ear to the ground when it comes to sci-fi shows, especially ones that are kind of interesting. Like there's a show called The Killing out right now that I kind of want to get into. That looks really interesting, but I don't know. I don't have the. So I think Netflix has kind of spoiled me on TV series because it's just like watch the whole series this weekend or sit and wait every week for your episode to go on.
Oh, this should be our last news clip of the announcement that the Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus bundle.
Yeah, I'm getting that, bro. I mean, how do you not get that?
I mean, if they were gonna tell me that I could watch all my local hockey games on ESPN Plus,
well, that just goes like how expansive is ESPN Plus going to be?
Exactly. Like UFC is supposed to be switching all their pay-per-views to it.
Like, is it going to be like, because it can't be too insane because, you know, there's sports packages out there that are like $70, $80 a month just for the sports stuff. So ESPN Plus can't be that insane where it's like, watch all your local sports stuff for $12 a month on top of Disney Plus, on top of whatever. It can't be that crazy, right? Who knows?
I don't even know what it's going to offer, but I should look into that tonight.
Oh, one last thing. Also breaking news is that Keanu Reeves, Carrie Moss, I forget her last name.
Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne,
and the Wachowski brothers have confirmed that Matrix 4 is in development. Matrix 4.
I don't think you can say brothers. I don't think you can say brothers, Mike G.
The Wachowskis.
There we go. It's weird that I'm the one saying this, but there you go.
The Wachowski family.
I see your people.
I'm sorry. I just see a dagger like coming into the periphery of my eye. Like, oh shit.
We've got him in our sights. Photon daggers to
stun. I have you now. So the Wachowskis, there you go. So I'm not excited for this because the Wachowskis haven't had a good movie in forever. I'm not excited at all because Matrix has been bad since the second one.
Well,
what else could they do to ruin it?
I don't know. I liked the whole Matrix franchise myself. I'm one of the 5. I'm one of the fabled 5. And I am always for more Matrix. I wish they would do a TV show. I wish they
better.
Yeah, I would wish they would do like a
series or something, man.
A series that was like not even in the actual Matrix, but it would be like a prequel series of like the war between the robots.
Or even a future series that had nothing to do with the original, like set it like 100 years in the future or something nutty like that. It doesn't matter. I have different actors and different conflicts.
But that would be too much world building for right now to a franchise that not a lot of people Like there's like people's attentions to world building is connected to Marvel right now, unfortunately.
And fans are afraid of change.
Yeah.
As Star Wars has taught us, you can't introduce new things to existing franchises without fans losing their minds.
I'm curious where they're going to go with it because I thought he died.
Apparently not. He got better, I guess.
I just morphed into another Matrix.
I just morphed into a new Matrix within the Matrix.
What if we were in a Matrix the
I
whole time?
am the Matrix. Your lips have to flutter out. I am the Matrix. That's a good ending. What are you looking forward to for the future of MOTN?
I'm looking forward to a soundboard so we can play some wacky sounds.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Okay, you went like 1950s or whatever.
Ever. It was a sound.
Yeah.
I did it.
I think more like how other podcasts do it, like Your Mom's House. They have an interesting soundboard, or Kill Tony, which are both filthy podcasts, but they know how to use a soundboard, folks.
I don't want soundboards.
Or Jerry Springer, the show. how he had a soundboard.
Soundboards.
Yeah, like right before people were gonna fight, the guy would ding ding because somehow he knew they were gonna fight.
Okay.
Like it wasn't scripted. But anyway.
You work on the soundboard technology for the podcast, and I will work on bringing more guests to the show, growing
that too.
To an empire to where we're fighting Fox for the ownership of like Shang-Chi, the Master of Kung Fu or something. That's the future. I want Bishop to show up in my room right now and say, Mike, you got to do something about your kids. The future of the Nerdiverse. And he like pulls me to the year 12,000. And there's MOTN wars. The Trash Monks are fighting the Aussie Austins under the waters.
We support the true master of the Nerdiverse, Winter.
Support the Aussie Austin.
Crush the Aussie Austin.
They're fighting on the island of Los Angeles in the year 12,000.
We smash their skulls on the rock of time.
We bleed them dry on the eternal shores. Oh, man. Shout outs to Ozzy Austin. That's the home skillet, dog. Any passing thoughts before we close this bad boy out?
Yeah, check out all the stuff I'm doing online. Trash Mug, the third Trash Mug. And, I'm a busy man.
We are busy men. We do business all day in suits.
We are busy men.
Check us out, please, on our Patreon. That is Patreon.com/MOTN, where you can support the channel monetarily and help us grow into the future. And if you wanted to support us non-monetarily, please leave a like on Twitter. That's @MNerdiverse. Join the poll. Check out the stuff we post because it is cool. And also follow us on however you're listening to this podcast. We welcome you and thank you for being a part of the Nerdiverse. I'm, of course, your host, Mike G.
And I've been your host, Winter.
And we will always ask you to take that one step beyond.
Yay! 100 kisses from the angels on my tummy. 100 kisses from my mommy when I'm crummy. 100 bumblebees needed to make honey. 100 nose wiggles like I'm a little bunny. 100 years in a century. 100 lies that you said to me. 100 sins leave you dead with him. 100 nails that pierce your skin. 100.